I'm going to start a mini series on how to lose 20 kilos in 3 months. That's 90 days. Now, they say that you need 30 days to create a habit. I put on quite a lot of weight recently because, well, in the last year, because I gave up smoking, and I went from smoking, even though I eat quite healthily, generally, I tended to snack a lot on chocolate and biscuits and stuff like this. I don't really like crappy food, fast food and stuff like this, so that's no problem. However, one of the problems if you want to lose weight is this. So the idea is that I'm not a doctor, so take this all with a pinch of salt, believe it or not, but the idea is to create a calorie deficit and then to exercise. My chosen form of exercise will be walking, and today I'm off on a walk and I'll show you how long we do after, but that's basically it. So regular daily exercise, not pushing yourself too much, because you want to be able to do it every day for 3 months, and hopefully it will get easier and you'll see the kilos start piling off, not piling on. So I decided that I've got to lose 20 kilos and I'm going to try and do it in 3 months. If I can do it before, that's fine, but I'm not going to do anything a bit weird. I'm going to, none of these weird keto diets or Dukan or whatever, but I'm going to just try and use my logic, which may not be everybody's logic. What I'm going to do is, I love walking, so I'm going to walk 10k a day, 10 kilometers a day, which is quite doable. I'm on a 10k walk now. I've been doing it for quite a while, but I'm also going to just maybe reduce my portion size, and I generally eat pretty healthily anyway. I don't like processed foods, fatty food, greasy foods and stuff like that. So I'm going to reduce that and maybe reduce alcohol a little bit. I don't drink that much, but quite often I go to the pub on a Thursday, and on a weekend I have a little drink as well. But I'm going to reduce that a little bit, reduce portion size, and keep doing my walking. And I will try and check back in every day. But this morning I got on the scales and I weighed, and I jumped on the scales and I was 104.4 kilos. Can you believe it? 104.4 kilos. I think that's about 20, maybe 24 kilos overweight, but at least 20. And let's just put that into a little bit of perspective. So 24 kilos, it's a number. It's quite a big number, I suppose, but we have problem processing numbers. But just think of this, right? You're going to go for a walk, like I am now, and you've got to take a rucksack. I've got a little rucksack at the back there, and in this rucksack you're going to put in, because I'm 24 kilos I think overweight, you're going to put in 24 bags of sugar to carry them on your 10k walk. Just let that sink in. 24 bags of sugar. So what are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. So the circuit that I do at the moment, it comes along here. This is the Canal du Midi, or the Canal de Mer. I know I'll be, corrected on this, but anyway, it's the Canal du Midi, which goes from the Atlantic to the Mediterranean. I'm not going to walk all the way, but I've got a circuit that includes this, and it's about, I'd say it's about 11 kilometers. So I'll do that in the morning, and I'll do a little bit in the day, because I've got a Jack Russell dog, so he needs to go out as well. He hasn't come with me this morning, but because he's not here, he's somewhere else today. So that will be a minimum of 11k, which is doable. It's just over an hour. I've got on my smartwatch, I'm trying to get it below 12 minutes a kilometre, which will then work out at 5 kilometers an hour. So it's just over an hour and 12 minutes in fact. There you go. I think I can get further down, but I want this to be enjoyable, sustainable and repeatable, and not something where I feel that it's, you know, a bit of a chore, a bit of a drudge, and I've got to do it. To go over that again, it's eating healthily, it is walking. I love walking, and as we're getting to nicer weather, that will be something which will be not only enjoyable but also quite beneficial in terms of health and stuff, good for cardiac and whatever. It's not like running, so you don't get too many joint compression problems, but as I said, I'm carrying 24 bags of sugar, so if you're carrying 24 bags of sugar, you know, take it easy. So all you need is basically this. So there's just one more thing I would add. I was talking a lot about, you know, carrying bags of sugar and being a health thing, but I think the other thing we're talking about here is the physical health, but the other thing we should be thinking about as well is, in fact, for mental health, this walking is absolutely brilliant. The fact to be out in the fresh air, okay, when it's a beautiful day, you know, a bit of sunshine, it's great, but when it's not so good, we still have to go out. And being out in the fresh air, you get a lot of, I'd say you get a lot of advantages and a lot of benefits for your own mental health as well. You see green stuff, you know, like plants, flowers and whatever. I think that helps your head a little bit. So we're working on both axes, the mental and the physical health. So, you know, it's really, really beneficial. So I've just come back. Finally, I did 7 kilometers. I'll tell you tomorrow how many I did, but it's not my big thing about how many kilometers we're doing. I'm looking a little bit at the active calories burnt, because my sort of method, if I can call it a method, is to eat healthily, not to eat too much, not sugar, not whatever. So I know I'm repeating myself, but I'll just go back to it. It is basically to, you know, work on the amount of active calories that are burnt. So I'm burning more calories than I'm taking in, eating healthily, eating regularly, and just really enjoying this walking and this experience and getting out in the fresh air. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll tell you how many I did altogether, because I've just done one walk this morning. It is still the morning, and I'll tell you how many kilometers I walked and how many active calories that was. I'm not going to count calories of what I eat. I'm just going to try and use common sense and not eat too much. So I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it will give you a bit of motivation to get out and do some walking and lose a bit of weight, and also to, you know, help your mental health and your physical health. Please subscribe, that would be great, and press that bell so that every time I put something up, and I'll put up some shorts tomorrow and hopefully the next days, hopefully I won't be too boring, repetitive like I have been today, and see you soon. Thank you, bye bye.